Hi everyone. For those of you just tuning in to the proof video series about how to answer tough questions on the Christian faith, the series came about through writing my latest Miller's Creek novel, Crossroads, which releases in April of 2015. The book tells the story of a bitter single mom who is defected from the Christian faith because of life struggles. It also tells the story of a man who refuses to let her wander further away from God, and he is trying his best, no matter how much it takes him outside his comfort zone, to lead her back to Christ. Now, I think this entire topic is very relevant to all Christians for a couple of reasons. First of all, we're told in 1 Peter 3:15 to always be ready to give a defense to those questions from people who want to know about our hope. And secondly, we all know someone, maybe a friend or a coworker or even someone in our own families, who questions these beliefs. So it behooves us to have answers at the ready so that when those questions come up, we can lay them to rest. So far in the video series, we've answered the questions, does God really exist? And why does God allow evil? Today, we're going to answer an even more critical question. The question we're going to answer is, how do you know the Bible is true? The reason this is critical is because so many of the answers to the other questions that we get asked find their meaning and their source in God's Word. Now, there are several facts which prove the authenticity of the Bible. First of all, it was penned by 40 men from many different occupations and educational levels on 3 different continents, 3 different languages over 1,500 years. And in spite of all this, the message of God's love and redemptive purpose is a consistent thread throughout the Bible. Also, another proof is that biblical prophecies have been fulfilled with startling accuracy. Statisticians, if I can get that word out, statisticians say that the chance of just 8 of the 300 plus prophecies that deal with the birth of Christ, just 8 of those coming true is the same as 1 times 10 to the 28th power. Yet every one of those prophecies about his birth have been fulfilled. The historical events and geographical locations that are chronicled in the Bible are substantiated by other historical and geographical records. And that's not necessarily the case with other religious texts. Archaeological finds in the Bible, or outside the Bible, support the biblical text. Did you know that the walls of Jericho were found in a position that exactly matches the biblical account of that ancient city? There are thousands of manuscript copies of the New Testament, which along with the Dead Sea Scrolls and other manuscripts testifies to the accuracy of the Old Testament. Throughout the ages, the Bible has been hand-recorded by various scribes with astonishing accuracy. There are no serious contradictions or errors, and in places where there are major discrepancies, the content does not, or the meaning of the content does not change. What we now know to be scientific fact was recorded in the Bible long before we knew it to be scientific fact. This includes the earth as a sphere, the infinity of the universe, the water cycle, the stars, the importance of blood to life, atmospheric circulation, and gravitational pull. Eyewitness accounts of those who lived in Bible times verify the accuracy of the Bible as well. What makes this even more mind-boggling is that they testified to the truth many times in spite of persecution. Now, who in their right mind would risk their life to testify falsely? And there are also approximately 1,000 references that mention God or Jesus speaking, even though the books were penned by different authors who never once claimed that the words came from them. The Bible is the world's all-time bestseller. Men have tried to eradicate it. They've tried to deny its source, but they failed. It's the only book that reads the person who's reading it. Instead of being changed, the Bible changes those who read it. Billions of people from different cultures, continents, and periods in history have read it with the same results and have agreed through personal experience that it is true, wise, and sound. It's been scrutinized more than any other document in the history of the world, substantiated by other records, and not been proved false. No other religion's books can make these claims. I hope this gives us all the ammunition we need to share our faith with those who have questions about Christianity. God bless.